Northernmost points in Minnesota, 77 degrees on Saturday, shattered the record by 22 degrees.
That I think I've
part of the state, but way up, you're practically in Canada.
Yeah,
once you're up there.
Degrees. That's unbelievable. I mean, it's nicknamed the Icebox.
Yeah.
You know, their average temperature is about, I think, 50. No, not 50. Like
up there, they're known for their extremely cold temperatures.
Yeah.
Not the warm, but oh well.
Crazy enough.
But this system has been bringing just about everything. We have all the abnormally warm temperatures here and off to the northeast. An insane snowstorm down in Arizona.
Yeah. I know I was actually storm chasing yesterday, and they had 180 miles closed in Arizona for a snowstorm on I-40. So they definitely saw a lot of snow. I know some of your totals, Flagstaff had...
Right around 29 inches.
29 inches. There was a place that had 53 inches of snow, and that's really a ton of snow. I mean,
especially compared to what we've seen this year.
Which is
what have we been able to get, maybe 4 inches at a time?
Yeah, I think we've had maybe 7 inches all year.
At most.
It's going to be weird because we are only in March, and we do get snow sometimes in April. So I cannot imagine campus like having snow after this. I feel like we're in summer.
Yeah. So, I mean, the ground is starting to thaw out. I know they're trying to plant some grass seed in some areas over on my end of campus. So
we do have storms moving through right now, and we'll have Zach talk about that more. However, down south right now, there is, some tornado warnings out there. Yeah. And I was actually yesterday just hinted towards that. I was chasing down in Oklahoma and Texas yesterday, fair enough, and we did see a tornado down there, a small one, and it touched down for a few seconds or a few minutes.
Start somewhere.
But it was my first tornado I've ever seen, so
really?
It was exciting.
There you go.
But anyway, we'll get back to your national weather.
We'll cover the watches and warnings a little bit coming up in just a few minutes.
Awesome. Zach, how's it going?
That rain, it's coming down heavily at times, and they're predicting maybe 1 to 2 inches throughout tonight, possibly some severe weather, but I think we're past that now, where we'll just see heavy rains at periods of time tonight. But, this rain's going to stick around with that cutoff low for a while, so it's going to be a wet couple of days here coming up. But for now, you want to take a look at the day planner?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's take a look at today's day planner. Tonight at midnight, you can expect a temperature of 64 degrees with a south wind of 15 to 20 miles per hour. At 8 a.m., when you wake up tomorrow morning, you won't have any sunshine. You'll have some clouds with rain with a temperature of 59 degrees with a south wind of 10 to 15 miles per hour as well. And from your walk home from school, that rain will be around as well with a high of 62 degrees, so cooler than what we've had during spring break with a southeast wind of 5 to 10 miles per hour. But I'll have more of that rain coming up in my 5-day forecast. So
62 degrees actually seems cold.
It does. After having that 83,
even
82.
Though it's still 17 degrees above average.
Yeah, and I'll have the rest of the 5-day coming up.
Crazy. Awesome. Thanks. Well, after the break, we'll have your national weather with Corey Harguth. Stay tuned. Back to Newswatch. Let's take a look at your trivia question today. The Tri-State tornado was the deadliest tornado ever to hit the United States, moving through Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana. How many people lost their lives that day? Is it A, 317, B, 563, C, 255, or D, 695? Yesterday was the anniversary of that horrible tornado outbreak. But I'll have the answer after Corey Harguth does the weather. Corey?
All right, thanks, Gogo. Hopefully we don't have to see any of those totals. Either way, those numbers are way too high that we should be seeing. But let's jump into your national forecast. Take a look at current temperatures across the country. 60s for the most part in our general area. Heading down towards the south, you'll see more 70s, and 50s pretty much surrounding the entire area. Jumped into your jet stream. Here's the reason for it. Nothing but a huge ridge of high pressure completely covering the eastern part of the country. Then this trough that brought the snow to Arizona is also bringing up all the moisture out of the Gulf, which is going to continue to bring us that moisture throughout the rest of the week. Take a look at your surface map. This should say for Tuesday, not Thursday. We do have that chance of snow as you move out towards Idaho, Oregon, Washington, and up into parts of Canada. But then as we move just to our south, we do have a chance of some severe storms in Louisiana and parts of Arkansas for tomorrow. The big threat that they're looking at mostly is some major severe flooding, which is one of the deadliest, if not the deadliest cause of deaths, during severe weather events. Let's take a look at 6 to 10 day temperatures, continuing to stay quite a bit warmer as through the next 6 to 10 days across most of the country until you head out to the far western coast of the country, and then taking a look at your 6 to 10 day extended precipitation. Starting to see a little more moisture as we move just off up to our north and west, as well as out into the Pacific Northwest. Starting to dry out after all that snow a little bit down towards Arizona and New Mexico, and then drier down Louisiana, where they saw quite a bit of rain late last week as well. And let's take a look at your extended forecast. Flagstaff, Arizona, which we mentioned earlier in the show, 29 inches of snow off of the system that moved through recently. And if you look at these highs, not really much. It's actually going to be warmer up here. So 41 for the high tomorrow, 53 Wednesday, 58 Thursday, and then topping out to the upper 50s as we move into the weekend. That's all I got. Gogo, back to you.
Thanks, Boy. At least the snow looks to be melting with highs in the 50s. After the break, we'll have your trivia answer, and Zach Sharpe will have your Iowa weather forecast. Hi, and welcome back to Size Eyes on the Skies. Let's take a look at your trivia answer. So, the Tri-State tornado was the deadliest tornado, again, ever to hit the United States. Moving through Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana, how many fatalities were there? Is it A, 317, B, 563, C, 255, or D, 695? Wow. D, 695 people lost their lives from this single tornado that tracked hundreds of miles across the Missouri, Ohio Valley, right? All right, let's take a look at your Iowa weather with Zach Sharpe.
Thank you very much, Nathan. If I pop up on the screen, there we go. It's magic here at studios this evening. Today we had some rain move through. For the most part, the heavy showers are out, but that rain will continue through tonight, possibly severe. Most of that severe threat is now low. The rain will continue through the rest of your week, so your school week will be very wet, so you'll need that umbrella. But cooler temps ahead, which will be nice for many of us that live in the very hot and sticky dorms. Today's almanac, we experienced a high of 77 degrees. Normal for this time of year is 47, so we were way above average. Our record, we almost shattered. We may have even shattered it of 80 degrees later this afternoon when the sun came out. Our low was 58 degrees with 0.2 inches of rain. Current conditions outside the studio right now is 72 degrees with that rain. The rain has cooled down those temperatures dramatically with a southeast wind of 20 to 25 miles per hour, so that wind is really blowing out there. Currently across the state, those rain showers are moving through. There was a severe thunderstorm warning in northern Iowa that has now expired with a 70-degree temperature in Storm Lake. Clarinda is 73, and Pella as well at 73 degrees. Tonight you can expect those clouds and rain showers. Incorrect graphic. I don't hope it's 25 degrees tonight. I hope it'd be a little warmer than that, but 25 would feel wonderful with those windows open. Tomorrow, this graphic is correct. We'll have that rain continue with a southeast wind of 5 to 10 miles per hour with a high cooler temperature of 68 degrees. And taking a look at your extended outlook, the rain will continue, like I said, through Wednesday with a high of 71. Their temperatures will warm up on Wednesday. And on Thursday, they will cool down a bit with a high of 68 with those rain. And the National Weather Service has issued more rain on Friday, so we'll get rid of that sunshine, which is unfortunate, with a high of 67. And on Saturday, even cooler, with a temperature of 65 with clouds still. So that sun will not appear anytime soon, which is unfortunate for those who like sun. But your overnight lows are in the mid to lower 50s.
Wow, that looks like a wet week.
Yeah, but it's very much needed, though.
Yeah, I ought to invest in an umbrella because I actually don't have one right now. So
I know. Getting in the car to come here, my suit got pretty wet because it really was coming down.
Yeah.
It waited until it was time for me to leave, and then it decided to downpour.
Yeah, 10 minutes before we left, it was like not raining, and now.
Yeah, there was a little thunder here and there, but that was about it.
It was not fun to walk out.
But yeah, you were talking during your segment up there about
we will
the
not
hot
hit 25.
dorms.
Okay, well that too.
Yeah, it hasn't been fun. We'll just go with that.
You know, hopefully they'll kick it on. Usually, I've heard in the past they don't kick it on because April's been so cool. 47 for average, and we're way above that. So maybe they'll kick it on because it's been such above average this year. So.
Yeah, we're just looking for the possibility to possibly turn off the heat at least a little bit, because not having your room below 80 degrees for 4 days, not fun.
When I came back from spring break, it was 85.5 degrees in my room. It was not fun.
Wow, down to the decimal.
Yeah, I know. And I went to Walmart and bought a box fan for my window to pull in some of that cooler air. And especially when that rain came through, it brought even cooler temperatures in my room.
Yes.
It's funny because I remember my freshman year. Oh, how that was great. A couple years. Prehistoric ages, but it was actually weird because it was October and it was actually really, really cold. It was a very cold year that year, a couple years ago, and they decided to turn on the heat sooner in like October or November. And the problem when they turn it on is they can't turn it off.
Yeah.
Like, or I don't know why they can't, but they decide once they change it, they're done.
Yeah.
So I mean, if they turn on the air conditioning, no more heat. So if it
does get cold, then
that might be that might
Did
be
it warm
bad.
back up or something? No.
It did actually warm back up a little bit, which but generally it was pretty cold. I remember I had to invest in a heat
heat
lamp
blanket?
or whatever, even though I think those were illegal, but I just you had to do it. You had to do it.
No.
Why are we on TV saying that?
Oh yeah. Oh well.
How many people actually watch?
No, but
Fun.
it's amazing just looking back at this winter compared to last winter. So I know there were a couple days last January when we got, about 20 below for a couple of days?
Yeah.
I remember having heat pipes bursting in my building last year and being stuck outside at 2 in the morning when it was 20 below.
Or this year?
No.
We had a few on my floor that we had to go out because people shut off their heat and then opened up the windows to the customers.
And it kind of
now we can't shut our air off because of it. So it's very but hopefully these cooler temperatures at the end of the week will bring much relief for those of us that live in the.
But it does look like in the 10-day it kind of goes back to the.
Which hopefully because I like to keep my room at 67, and I know a lot of people find that outrageously cold, but it's comfortable to sleep at.
I could go for that compared to what I've dealt with the last few
You
days.
cannot sleep at night when your room is 78.
What floor do you guys live on?
I live on second floor.
I'm on 4th.
Yeah, it gets hotter the more you go up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what the top floors are probably like, but
it's outrageous.
Well.
Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, well.
But
that's what happens on live TV, I guess.
Yeah.
But like I said, they're seeing snow now in the mountains finally, which is actually a good sign because now
the rain
people
will help the drought in the South. Really. Some of our models are showing 10 inches of rain in Texas, which would really help put a dent in that drought they've been having.
Yeah, the area that really is starting to need it is north of here, up in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Being down there, it was unbelievable how dry it was. You could actually see rivers. Like, we'd go over a bridge, for example, a big bridge, and you would expect water. I mean, it was just empty. It's like a huge river.
I saw a
empty.
picture that our sound guy, Bryce Link.
Yeah. He posted a picture where it was supposed to be probably about a quarter-mile wide river, and it was empty.
Like,
I've never seen something
but
like that.
your guys' tornado that you got yesterday was...
It was. We actually, unfortunately, at first, we went down to Texas, and we didn't see a tornado.
Yeah.
And we were kind of, like, frantically getting up to the northern storm because that was actually producing, it looked like. Yeah. And so we hauled it up there and saw the end of it. Yeah. So we did see one.
You enjoy it?
I did.
That's all that matters.
Because you said that was your first one
that
you actually got to see?
I was nervous because I've been out only actually once. I'm not that pathetic.
Yeah.
But I've only been out once a couple years ago, and that didn't go. And so I was like, gosh, I came down to Texas and I didn't even see one.
Yeah.
I felt that, like, maybe I was bad luck, but,
Well, we got enough of those people in the department. We're not going to name any names for bad luck, but...
Well, on this rainy night, you ready to wrap it up?
Yep. Let's wrap it up. All right. Well, we will be back on Wednesday. What's the date? March 21st for our last, actually, episode until a couple weeks from now.
Because we'll be recording.
Yeah,
we'll be recording.
Get ready for the conference.
But until then, it's going to keep raining, so enjoy the rain.
We'll have updates on how much rain we get and what the forecast is looking like after that. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for what?
Stay tuned for what?
Stay tuned for...